Let me open this up. Joining us here on Super 6 to kind of break down what each political party's stand is on this issue. We've got, in fact, Salem Dharnidharan of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. We've got Rohan Gupta, national spokesperson of the BJP. Also, Brijesh Kalapa, spokesperson of the Congress, as well as Pattabi Ramkumar Reddy, national spokesperson of the TDP. So we'll be getting all of their voices really on what to expect really in the upcoming vice presidential elections, because it's getting interesting. You've got two South Indian faces essentially squaring off. There's a lot of messaging involved in that, but I'd like to begin essentially with Rohan Gupta on really what the BJP has to say. Rohan Gupta, there was a lot of talk that, look, the NDA chose someone like a CPR because not just, of course, that he is someone who's been from the RSS, but also because of the fact that he's a son of the soil from Tamil Nadu. The opposition now seems to have also played an Uno reverse on you, where they've gone ahead and chosen someone from Telangana. So there are questions being asked about the support that you will get from your Telugu allies.
I think everybody knows as far as numbers are concerned, NDA is comfortably placed. See, issue is different. You know that all the everyday opposition parties are accusing constitutional institutions. So people, they will decide now that do they have any faith on constitution? Absolutely no faith. They are just making the baseless allegations, and every day they are getting exposed. So obviously this is a constitutional battle. BJP, NDA, they have given their candidate who has vast experience in the field of governance as a governor, and is a renowned person. So let the process go and decide the best person. But the point here is opposition parties who are just doing the politics in name of constitution, they are the biggest, they have become the biggest insulters as far as the constitution is concerned. So they need to reply to the country. Do they really have faith in constitution, or they are just using constitution for the political gains?
Brijesh Kalapa, your opening comments on what's playing out. Now the names are clear. We know it's CPR versus Sudarshan Reddy. Why Sudarshan Reddy? Why did the opposition go with him, Mr. Kalapa? Because inevitably the BJP, the NDA is alleging here that you're following their footsteps by choosing someone from the south.
See, I think the first thing is that did the country deserve this election? I think that's the important aspect that we all have to address and address the people about. Was this election necessary? Where is Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar? Why is he not available in the public? Is he under house arrest? I think these are the important questions that the country must know. Why did Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar immediately resign? Who told him to resign? Was his resignation taken beforehand? These are questions which the country is asking. Where was the need for such a massive election in the first place? Because Mr. Dhankar had nearly 2 years to go. The point is, if somebody is speaking about constitutionality, we have never heard of a vice president of India being treated in this manner and sent home in this manner. I think this is the very important question. And alongside is the answer in the form of our candidate, who is a former judge of the Supreme Court of India, who has passed extraordinary judgments. The Salwa Judum judgment, in which the state of Chhattisgarh had appointed a set of people to fight the Naxalites. I think that judgment itself tells what kind of a caliber Justice Sudarshan Reddy has. And I think it's very important for the country at this point in time to have somebody who is able to stand up to the fact that the Prime Minister or the Home Minister is evincing some kind of a control over them. And when we saw the presidential candidate of the BJP making a very obsequious reference to the Prime Minister or the Home Minister, I thought it was in bad taste. I think as far as the Vice President of India is concerned, even in terms of protocol, even otherwise, he's way above the Prime Minister. Therefore, I wish we had somebody who would stand up to people in authority, considering what happened to his predecessor. And this is something which I think we owe to the country, that we need to have.
No, what happened to the predecessor is something, of course, that's in the realm of speculation right now, Mr. Kalapa. But looking at the fact that you've now put up someone to take on a CPR, is this mere optics, or does the opposition actually have the numbers to see this through?
No, I think as far as the numbers are concerned, there have been several occasions when people who were expected to win an election have lost an election. when the electorate decides that I think it's time for us to reach out to our conscience and pick a candidate according to what our conscience dictates. I think there could be upsets, and we hope that there will be an upset. In fact, we are very confident that there will be an upset. And I think the way in which the previous vice president was treated, I think is a manner which is going to help us.
Okay, Salem Dharnidharan is also joining us on this broadcast, spokesperson of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. Dharnidharan, vanakkam. Thank you for joining us here on India Today. Look, the DMK, and there was a lot of talk yesterday that in light of the NDA choosing someone who's a son of the soil from Tamil Nadu, the DMK would push the opposition to also go ahead and choose someone from Tamil Nadu. Now, is the DMK in a catch-22 situation? Because if you're going to go ahead and choose who your bloc has put up, it's someone who is from erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, from Telangana, not from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, I don't think it puts DMK in a spot of bother. Of course, we did give some suggestions, and we are a part of India Alliance. I think every other party that's a part of India Alliance must have given some suggestions, and we sat down, we discussed, and then we came up with a decision. So I think that is the strength of democracy, where parties representing different states and representing people from different culture, language, sit together and choose one specific candidate. I think that's what has happened. So there is no catch-22. See, what we want, what is the problem with the country is that people holding constitutional posts such as president, vice president, or even governors have been digressing from these constitutional norms and duties and are acting in a manner that which that which reduces the legitimacy of Indian democracy. We have seen how the Tamil Nadu governor has digressed from his constitutional duty and norms time and again. So what we need is a strong personality who would abide by his constitutional duties and follow constitutional norm and not act as a BJP's vice president and act as a country's vice president.
I also thought, Dharnidharan, that the DMK would make a pitch for a Tamilan to be the vice president.
See, I think this is nothing. This regionalism doesn't come in elections of such important posts such as vice president. We need someone who can take country to the greater heights. What is the problem now? Like, what are we seeing? We are seeing how the parliament is functioning. We are seeing how the election commission is functioning. So we need someone who can bring about legitimacy, who can act in a non-partisan manner. And he's anyways from a neighboring state to Tamil Nadu. Erstwhile unified Andhra Pradesh.
But Mr. Dharnidharan, you have a candidate literally from your state. Forget neighboring state. But I'll bring in Pattabhi Ram Kumar Reddy, also national spokesperson of the TDP.
I want to add
okay, go ahead. Before I bring in the TDP, go ahead.
See, you're talking about an individual from Tamil Nadu, right? But he represents RSS. He has been Maharashtra governor, and then he has said things such as, "Oh, this is not Tamil Nadu for you to go and beat up North Indians." He said this comment in Maharashtra, so that has brought disrepute to entire Tamils and Tamil people of Tamil Nadu, because that never happened. No North Indian worker in Tamil Nadu ever been attacked. It was a fake news, but he reiterated a fake news, and moreover, he's being part of RSS, an ideology for which we are against, and also the India bloc is against. So I don't think there is any reason why, because he's from Tamil Nadu, we should support him. He does not represent the 8.2 crore Tamil people. Will the Tamil people choose him? I don't think so. Right? If you have an election hypothetically in Tamil Nadu, and if you ask if you want him as a vice president, if you have a question mark,
he has been a member of parliament. He has been elected from Coimbatore before. But Mr. Dharnidharan, let me bring in the TDP. Please let me bring in the TDP. I'll come back to you. Komaredi Garu, your view on this. Yesterday the NDA was saying, how will the DMK choose? They have to choose someone who's a son of the soil. They have to choose someone who's a Tamilian because CPR has been named. The same question now the opposition is going to be asking the TDP, that when you have someone who is from erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, from Telangana, a Telugu bidda, essentially a son of the soil, how can you not pick him?
See, the NDA alliance had chosen C.P. Radhakrishnan ji as the vice presidential candidate few days ago after proper consultations with all the NDA alliance partners, including the Telugu Desam Party. Our leader, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu ji, had committed his support to C.P. Radhakrishnan ji when the BJP top leadership spoke with him. So it was a unanimous decision taken by all the NDA partners. So now we are no way changing our stand. We are completely standing behind CP Radhakrishnan because it
But
was
why
a
not, sir?
unanimous
Why aren't you
decision
changing your
after-
stand? Now, in the
after
last few
proper
hours, there have been a lot of
consultations.
changes.
No, we Telugu Desam Party had clearly stated that we have committed our support to CP Radhakrishnan ji, and there is no question now of changing our stand because it was a unanimous decision taken by all the NDA partners. Our National General Secretary Sri Nara Lokesh had met Nadda ji yesterday and again reiterated our party support. Today, our Cabinet Minister Ram Mohan Naidu ji and our Parliamentary Party Leader Sri Krishna Devarayala ji also met CP Radhakrishnan ji. So, once we have committed our support to CP Radhakrishnan ji, there is no question of we changing our stand now. And I can very confidently say that it is a foregone conclusion now. The opposition has all liberty to put up their candidate. We are not against it. We are in a democracy. They can fight the election, but the numbers are not in their favor.
No,
So
fair
it is
enough.
a foregone conclusion that the next vice president will be CP
But my
Radhakrishnan ji.
takeaway, sir, my takeaway from what you're telling us is essentially the reason you're sticking to CPR is because the TDP gave their word. No other reason. That the fact that there's an opportunity here for someone who is from your state, from your land, becoming the vice president doesn't matter. It's not a matter of pride.
I'll give you one example. When late Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao ji had the opportunity of becoming the Prime Minister, and after he became Prime Minister and after he was supposed to fight a by-election from Nandyal in Andhra Pradesh, he was a Congress candidate. The Telugu Desam Party then withdrew candidature in that election. We ensured that P.V. Narasimha Rao ji wins the election with a landslide margin of 5.5 lakh votes because he was a Telugu person. So, we know how to respect our people. But in this scenario, in the current scenario, we have already
Komareddy Garu, just give me a moment. We're going to cut across live now. Sudarshan Reddy currently speaking.
Beg your pardon? Political parties as such do not vote in the elections. It is the honourable members of the parliament who participate in the elections. Therefore, as a candidate, I would humbly request and appeal to all the parliamentarians, irrespective of the party affiliations, to support my candidature.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, a brief message there from Sudarshan Reddy, the opposition bloc's VP candidate, where he's essentially said that, look, nobody votes along party lines in a vice president election. These are members of parliament who are going ahead and voting. And so he's appealing for more support also to come in for him. This is, I'm sure, Komareddy Garu, a moment of pride for the TDP, for the Telugu Desam Party that was built to the plank of Telugu pride, that you've got Sudarshan Reddy Garu now in Delhi also to fight a vice president election.
See, the pride of Telugu people today, I am clearly stating on behalf of Telugu Desam Party, lies in the manner, the central government and the union government, the NDA government at the center is supporting our state. It is not just people. Look at the actions of the NDA government. In the past 1 year, we have received funds for our Polavaram project. The pride of our state, Vizag Steel Plant, had received funds. The pride of our state, Polavaram, had received funds. The pride of Telugu people, the new capital of Amaravati, had received funds from the union government. So the pride
Garu,
of
point
Telugu
taken,
people
point taken. Rohan Gupta, the question that inevitably comes up is with the announcement that was made by Mr. Kharge today. Sure, sir, sure. Mr. Rohan Gupta, with the announcement that was made by Mr. Kharge today, has the NDA, in a sense, been checkmated at their own game with this kind of an announcement being made that, look, we will choose someone from Telangana who will then go ahead and raise a big question mark on Telugu parties in the NDA, giving support to someone from Tamil Nadu instead?
See, I think these kind of appeals are not going to work. It's at the end of the day, the number game. And as far as the number game is concerned, NDA is much ahead. So maybe it's always like a moral fight for the opposition parties. But again, I'm coming to the basic point. They are talking about constitutional and constitutional fight. But do they really respect the constitution? No. The answer is complete no. They always find the reasons how to get into friction with the government, how to find out the points which don't exist on ground. But yeah, that's the kind of negative politics they are doing, and that's why people are not accepting it. So I think as far as number is concerned, NDA is going to score much more than the comfortable of what we have. And maybe it is just a moral or a moral fight for the opposition parties, not more than that.
Final word from Dharnidharan. You've heard from the BJP there, Dharnidharan, when he says that, look, it's clear at this point that the NDA has the numbers. In such a scenario, if CPR wins, is that something the DMK will welcome, the fact that you have someone from Tamil Nadu becoming the vice president? Politics aside.
See, I think I was trying to say something. No, I was trying to say something was interjected, right? DMK as a party, or my parliamentarians or my MLAs represent the people. So, do people want CP Radhakrishnan in their respective constituencies? We think not. And that is why we are going to support the India's candidate. And second question is for Telugu Desam Party. I think people of Andhra Pradesh would want to support the India's candidate. Because TDP now in alliance are getting some money, they're going to go ahead with CP Radhakrishnan.
I don't think the DMK today is in a situation where you can raise these questions, because the same question will be asked back to you about the fact that you're in a similar predicament as the TDP right now, as far as this vice president election is concerned.